Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
That's what you call the ultimate reality.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if you like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas.
Lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in
Let's
the
be
air.
real about this.
Yeah, keep it real.
Some of y'all suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
Yo, we back with another one. Gonna get into some hip hop news and events today. Off the top, we got DaBaby controversy. He made some comments that were toward the gay community, the LGBT community. Definitely didn't like those comments. Basically, something to the effect of,
I'll go ahead and say exactly what he said. He said, if you don't got HIV and AIDS, put your phone in the air. He said, ladies, if your pussy don't stink or if you wash, put your phone in the air. He said, fellas, if you didn't just go outside and suck a dick, put your phone in the air. That was all he said. That was what he said. So that was verbatim. That wasn't my words. I'm just quoting.
Yeah. And I kind of read it first, but then I seen it. So I also like to, from the LGBT side, from their angle, they're not happy because they think those comments were kind of targeted towards gays. And to be fair, add in his DJ was kind of ad-libbing or whatever.
Oh, but DJ said, yeah, because there's some sus ass niggas out here.
Yeah, so in totality, with the no HIV or AIDS, because they had that in a higher rate in the gay community, and then the sucking dick in the parking lot, and then the DJ saying those such people. I can see how the gay community could be like, I don't like the way you saying that. Now, the other end of the spectrum, we got the hip hop community, and a lot of people are saying, look, man, this is, first of all, he didn't say nothing too crazy. He didn't say nothing like hateful or whatever. And second of all, like, this is hip hop. Like, this is raw, uncut. Like, you say what the fuck we want. Like, why is all this controversy coming? Because it's not that serious. And then I guess the other people saying, nah, it is that serious. So right now, it's cancel culture is going on. So I seen that DaBaby was dropped from a festival in the UK, and also a clothing company called Boohoo Man or something that he signed a deal with last month. So I don't know how lucrative the deal was, but they dropped him, came out to make a statement. So he seemed to be losing some money from it. I seen one thing that kind of surprised me is Questlove came out. I think it's some festival coming up. He said, if I could make an updated list of who would be the festival, he had the list, but he had DaBaby name crossed out. Then he had a long post basically saying, I usually don't get into stuff like this. And it was kind of weird because he was kind of like getting out in front of some shit. You know how people bring up some arguments that people ain't bring up, but he was like, yeah. I know people may say like, why you don't speak about other stuff? And so he was kind of like aware that he was kind of like, as getting an older man, as getting older, I just feel at some point you just got to come out and say something. So this is just the time. So I was like, that's weird. Questlove came out. But so that's what's going on with DaBaby. He said those comments, and now he getting like a lot of backlash forward. So I don't know if it's going to blow over or if it's going to like do some damage to his career. Because one more thing, the biggest person who came out and publicly said something about it, I think it had 50,000 retweets yesterday when I seen it, was like Elton John. And when I seen that, I said, whoa, Elton John pretty popular. If he's speaking out, that might not be good for DaBaby. So what are your thoughts about
it? First of all, man, I didn't think that what he said was that bad. This is just me. I'm straight, you know what I'm saying? So To me, when I heard it, it didn't really resonate with me at all. I didn't feel no kind of way about it. I was like, shit. He say worse shit in his album. All he talk about is fucking women and beating niggas' asses. So what is this? The way he said it, it'd be different to me if he said, if you ain't got HIV or AIDS, and then right after that had said, and fellas, if you ain't go outside in the parking lot and do this, if it was back to back. But in between that, he did add, ladies, if you wash your, throw your,
Right.
so there was a buffer in between.
Right.
It wasn't just about, and then it'd
Yeah.
be different if he said, I don't like gay people. He didn't say that. It wasn't, straight people got AIDS, you know? You're like, was it the AIDS HIV comment, or was it the last comment that
Like
really
I said, I
got
think it was all the total. I think if you would have said, I think if those three things, the HIV AIDS comment, the sucking D in the parking lot comment, and his DJ saying like ad-libbing, like, yeah, no such niggas comment. I think if each one of those comments would have been said individually by itself, it would have been no controversy. But like you said,
the thing is, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying, I just think it was so like you said, it was a buffer in between what DaBaby said, but I think the outrage come from people saying like, we said this,
right.
This. Then your DJ said this.
Yeah.
So we in an outrage society. So like I said, I'm not gay, so I wasn't offended, but I don't think it should be this much controversy around it at all. But I can see how they can take it that way.
Yeah. And so the thing is, it's a, like T.I. brought this up, it's a funny phenomenon going on. So it's like a cancel culture for masculinity with what's really going on. So where the LGBTQ community don't want to be judged, they judging harshly on the other side. So for a man to say something like that, that's, you know, he's just stating his opinion. Shit. It ain't really like, it's not a big deal what he said to me, but everything's so sensitive. You can't say shit. He wasn't even calling. It'd be different if it was somebody in the crowd. He pointed him out and said, yeah, look at this dude. This who we talking about, or something like that, to that effect. It's just like, overkill almost, you know, as far as the reaction. And I get it. It exists, you know, it's all around us. To be unapologetically masculine right now in this culture it's being squelched. It's like you can't do it. You can't be, and I get it. The patriarchy type of system is reigned for a long time. It could be extreme at different points, but men are men. Men gonna talk like men. Like if me and you talking and ain't nobody else around, we probably talk differently than if we was in other environments, you know what I'm saying, around other people. Just like women, if women talking amongst women, they're not gonna say the same things around you that they'd say in the room with themselves. He said something that I think, you know, men might say in a room,
barbershop
conversation. Yeah. He said it at a concert out loud, and people got offended by it. We just in a real funny space right now.
I mean, my issue with the because like I said, I don't know him. I ain't gonna say what I think, whatever, but that didn't come out to me as I hate gays. It come out to me as like somebody who's straight and is just like, you know, he unapologetically masculine. So he would say some kind of like, that's some barbershop talk or something like you said, something right about the book, around the boys. But my issue is, so I don't have an issue with maybe some gay people saying like, man, that was messed up. I think you was kind of, I don't like that. I could understand that, like if you gay, right? Yeah. And but my thing is, it's like, and if you want to be like, I'm not supporting you, bro. Like I was a fan of you. That shit rubbed me the wrong way. I can't really rock with you. I get that. My issue is like, when you call up on everybody else to be like, come on, let's cancel them, let's get them. It's like, why can't you just be like, oh, I can't. Like I do that all the time. Like if I go to a restaurant or a place and they treat me funny with the service or something, they do something to offend me, I'm real big on like, well, the power that I do, the little power I do have is me spending my money. I don't have to come here again. It might not matter, but it'll make me feel good. Y'all did me wrong. But I don't get online and try to be like, hey guys, let me tell you what happened here. You should never go here because they made me feel bad.
Right.
And then, and if I do, I'll just tell you about my experience. It's up to you to decide, or if you want to be like, oh, they did him dirty, I'm not going. But I'm not going to try to compel you or compel other people to go cancel Subway because Subway was mean to me or whatever. So like that's what I don't like about the whole cancel culture. It's like if you gay or whatever, you's offended, cool, man. Like, but it's almost like it's a call to action.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like it's a bat signal that goes out where like it's almost like this your duty. You got the fucking bat signal.
Yeah.
Like, you have to come like be outraged about this shit.
Right. You know, and T.I., he had a Instagram live, and he allowed, I don't know who the guy was, but of course he was gay. And I don't, that's like me saying he was black or he was white. I'm just giving you description of what he was. So he was trying to explain why it was offensive to T.I. And just like T.I., I didn't get it. I was like, why can't he say what he want to say? If you don't agree with it, just don't buy tickets to his show. Don't listen to his albums. Like, just like anybody can say or do what they want to say, they got rights to do that. It's your choice to support or not support that man, you know? So I think what it is a lot of times and this is a funny conversation because like, for me to have to say as a straight man, that's funny to me, bro. Like, why should I have to say, I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? But there's a division now, even within the male gender, you know what I'm saying? So as a straight man, it's like, we don't get it. A lot of us don't get it. Just like, and T.I. was saying, it for a lot of, you know, people that are homosexual, it took them a while to figure that out and come out. You got to give us time to understand all of this. You know, you can't beat us up when we say something that you might find offensive and cancel us. Explain it to us. Why is that offensive to you? Don't get aggressive when we don't understand that we might have said something that's derogatory. Men gonna be men. Let me just put it that way. Men
but to your point,
some of the things that come out of our mouth, we don't mean it like that though. We just didn't know that you was gonna get offended like that. Because a lot of times when men are talking to other men, that's the way we talk. Sometimes we might be in rooms with other people and it might come off wrong. But literally, that's the way we go at each other. We banter, bro. We play the dozens. We be going back and forth. That's the way we talk, bro.
The thing is, it's like the world changes, so the world gets more sensitive as time goes by. So things that wouldn't have been a big deal maybe in the 90s at all, or 2000s, baby said that. But a lot of things that would be a big deal in the 2000s or whatever wouldn't have been a big deal in the 70s, 80s, and for the back. So it may not be right or whatever, because like you said, the nature of man not going to change. I don't care how the world tries to change. Like, it may make more sense that men are men, women are women at their core. But somebody like DaBaby, you got to have a certain level of awareness to kind of understand that, like, man, these comments might not be the best thing to say. And there's two angles with that. Like, you need to have awareness, not because you shouldn't say it. You need to have awareness to know the consequences that may come. If you're cool with, like, man, they go attack me or whatever, you can try to flip that to be like, play the bad guy and mark it off of whatever, or you just may not care. Like, this is my opinion. I know they may come after me. Or you may say, nah, they're gonna react like this. I'm not gonna say this. But you don't wanna, you gotta be aware of the world that we in, and within hip hop and everywhere else, as far as what's acceptable and what's not, what's the gray area. Cause like this, I don't think DaBaby is apologetic at all about what he said, but at the same time, if he had a chance to go back in time, I don't think he would have said that, because he's losing a little bit of money from, I don't know how much, but he got canceled for a show. Like, once your shows, like, he got canceled for a festival, like, that's serious. Like, right. That's a lot of money, like that show money. So you don't want your shows to start getting canceled. Exactly. So I don't think he would have said it if he could do it again.
It ain't smart business. You're right. That's like it's a reason why Eminem don't say the N-word. It's a reason for that. Eminem's a smart businessman. Now, he could, because I'm sure we all know he said it before.
It'll be all kind of controversy and
He
stuff, but that
know-
wouldn't be a good look for his long term for
He
his
know what
career.
not to say. He can say every other word in the book, but you can't say that. It's getting to a point like that with, and see, that's the funny thing about hip hop. To talk about women any old kind of way, call them bitches, hoes, I do this to you, I do that. There's no problem with that. Maybe because they accept it and they dance to it too, and they call themselves bitches and hoes and all that. I don't know.
Nah, it's a problem.
Hip
It's a
hop got
problem with that.
a disrespectful aspect to it.
Now, since it's
It
a
always
problem with
has.
that, Tupac, see Dolores, cursing, see Dolores took out
Yeah.
for them trying to censor hip hop since the beginning. The older generation, since the beginning of ignorant hip hop, has always said, "What the hell, y'all degrading women and shit, talk
Throat
about
baby.
killing niggas."
Come on, bro. Throat
Like,
baby.
but I'm saying, way before Throat Baby, dog.
Yeah. Nah,
Way
right.
Before that nigga was born.
Mhm.
The older generation has always looked at hip hop as like, what the fuck is going on? It's nothing new, bro. Like fucking when I was younger, my mom would hear some of that and shit be like, fuck, like so the that's always like, it's always been people to speak out against that, right? Women's rights groups, certain, but it's just that voice has never really been as big as like the LGBT.
Yeah.
Like that's why like one of the phrases you hear is the LGBT mafia. You never hear a term called the women's mafia. Like that's because however the shit work, how the shit work, they tend to get action and get results when they get a call that it be like, hold up, that wasn't right. It's people that complain about the women and the violence within the Black community, but that the voice is just not as big. Well, like say something about gay, you know about that because they come strong.
Oh yeah, they coming with full force. That's real. And T.I. actually said it feel like the LGBTQ is bullying hip hop right now. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. Like when we say bullying, it's like, damn, bro, like don't say that. Like if you say anything, you're gonna get canceled. But that's kind of the thing about hip hop is we always push the boundaries on freedom of speech. We always have. We always say things. It's a rebellious music. It's a rebellious culture. You know, it's becoming. And the thing is that people at the concerts, they like certain aspects of it, but they don't like other aspects of it. It's changing the music like to where you really gotta be like, okay, I just can't even talk about that. But maybe that's the point. Maybe that's where it's going. Maybe that's the whole issue right now.
You could talk about. You can always talk about whatever you want to talk about, and then there's always more variables involved. So if you sign to a major label and you're a mainstream artist and you reach, you know what I mean, your reach is wide, that's more people for you to offend. You know what I mean? You could be underground saying whatever the fuck you want to say, and like the pro is like you can get away, you can say whatever the fuck you want on some dead press type shit. But the con is you're not gonna have as many people at your shows as DaBaby or be all on TV or in the mainstream. So it's like you got to give up to get something. So you can always go the independent route or be like, I'm gonna be more of a boss, but then you got to work harder. It's less, you know what I mean? So what do you want?
Yeah,
you got to play ball if you go be with the majors.
And the real question is, I mean, hip hop is an urban music. Like it's on like we in Atlanta, 107.9, 94.5. It's Yo Gotti. It's Money Bad Yo. It's Young Dolph type music. You know what I'm saying? Heavy 808, DaBaby. You know what I'm saying? It's not like. See, my thing is the reason why I think DaBaby don't care and he going about it, like even his apology was like kind of backhanded. It was like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm gonna say what I want. And Boosie it's because it's affecting his corporate dollars, but the people that really listen to DaBaby still listening to DaBaby. Like I don't even know how much of a demographic that group is to DaBaby's bottom line.
I'm sure DaBaby don't have a.
But it's hurting his festivals, of course, and his.
See, that's how it works. Like you said, like it's like it's weird because like people who listen, I'm pretty sure his fans, real fans, didn't stop listening to him and shit. They don't give a fuck about that shit. We just being real, but it still can affect his money because artists like DaBaby, when you cross over, you got two sets of fans. Like
Yeah.
you got the fans that everybody knew you from DaBaby because like you a street rapper and shit. So anybody in tune with hip hop know you. But then you get to a certain point to where white people know you. Like I call it the mom test. Like if your mom knows who a rapper is, that means they're pretty popular. So not everybody, but a lot of people mom knows DaBaby now because he's kind of getting popular. So like once you hit that level, it's you know what I mean, it's a different ball game.
It's true. It's true. Oh, Russell Westbrook got traded to the Lakers.
So
that's a little news flash right there. I just seen it. But yeah, man. But
we'll cover that on the Ultimate Reality Sports too.
Yes,
but,
sir. That's a big one right there, bro. Russell Westbrook and LeBron James. That's gonna be dope.
But yeah, so like you said, like why it didn't affect his real fans, like it still can affect his money.
Because I tell you, if DaBaby
crossover success,
if DaBaby came to Atlanta right now and went to any club here in Atlanta, he's gonna sell it out right now. Right, even with the matter of fact, because of the controversy and his name being in the news so much, he'll sell it out faster. I think, like they say, man, good or bad.
But what this does is fuck up your white fans.
Publicity's publicity.
So
you're right about that. And
that's how you become that huge crossover artist in hip hop when you get the white fans.
Yeah, because they said Dua Lipa. I don't even know who that is. I guess she's like some type of pop artist. He did a song with her last year, I think. And she came out and said she just completely disconnected from me. I don't associate. And somebody else came out and said, you don't even know his real first name. You don't even know his name. You did a song with him. Like, it's an illusion. All this
but that's damage control.
Right.
Basically saying like, damn, I got a track with this dude. Let me get out in front of here because I don't want any of this residual backlash that he get because cancel culture is so strong.
Oh yeah,
sometimes that's what it do. They start, it'd be a rich hunt. They'll cancel you. Then if they want more blood, they'll cancel anybody associated with you, like the Bill Cosby and the what's her name, Felicia Rashad. Where she came out with, they tried to cancel her and she just came out like
Claire Huxtable, bro. She ain't
never
never
come out like on some
saying that one thing, bro.
Way, but it's like they wanted to cancel this dude so bad. It's like they had to, and I'm sure other people did the Dua Lipa shit and distance themselves from. I think that's what Questlove was doing, but that was weird about Questlove is, bro, you didn't have to do that. It's like you went out your way to. That was some shucking and jiving to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, bro. It's a lot of that going on. I
could see somebody staying neutral, like I ain't in it.
That's
I
the
get
best
that.
place to be.
But I don't think nobody, I'd be like, man, they gave somebody called Questlove, and I don't even think nobody called Questlove. I think he was like,
you want to add his 2 cents.
I think they'll like this. You know what I mean? Yeah. The people, the powers that be will like this. So let me
I think you said it best in the beginning of this. You said if DaBaby knew what was gonna come of his statements, he would have never said it. I don't think DaBaby thought nothing. He probably said, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's probably one of his things he do at every concert. And he probably switch it up every concert.
Oh yeah.
If you ain't broke, put your phone in there. Yeah. If you do put your phone. He probably say this time it was just those 3 things, and somebody recorded it.
And I really believe that the Lil Nas X controversy had something to do with it. Like I don't know if people consciously or subconsciously feel like this is kind of like a response to Lil Nas X, like so if you're in the LGBT community and you see the controversy going on with Lil Nas X, and because everybody in the LGBT community don't necessarily support what Lil Nas X do, but if you're one of those people that do,
right,
and you seeing all this controversy going on about Lil Nas X, then you see the Baby thing, and it's a real popular hip hop. Then you see the Baby like shortly after. I could see how you could be like thinking that like that may be like a direct response to the Lil Nas X shit. And if you were supporting Lil Nas X, you would even get more offended.
Man, we in a crazy time, bro. I think Lil Baby probably the smartest rapper, bro. That's why he got songs with Kurt Franklin and he on Space Jam soundtrack.
The Baby said, "Fuck all that."
Very political, and he know when to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You don't know what Baby feel about nothing political.
Hey, it's like the lady say, just shut up and dribble. That'll keep you out of a lot of trouble, bro. Lil Baby, he just rap and he shut up. He don't say nothing.
But that's a good lesson, bro. A good life lesson. because
And when you
myself
start saying
personally,
things, people get offended by things, and now you gotta
because
either
I done got in trouble
apologize
in
or stand
life
on your square.
by just wanting to fucking talk. Like, I'm a pretty laid back person, but if I feel strongly about something or whatever, I give my opinion or whatever. But I noticed in life, a lot of times that when it's not totally necessary to share your opinion, what do you think people gonna receive it well or not? Don't do it, because
Bro,
it's like talking
truth.
to the police. Nobody really taking nothing you saying and trying to champion you. And for weeks later, they like, man, you said some really great. It don't really work like that, but they will take some shit you saying and try to cancel you, and it can affect you for weeks, months, years later. So it's like kind of like talking to the police. What you say will be used against you.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
what you say talking to the police never helps you. You just get a
Right.
lawyer. But if anything is gonna hurt you, so it's best just not to say shit.
It's always best to say less in every situation. It's best to say less than what you want to say. Like, you know, I always say that, bro. Like, if I'm in any situation, I might want to say 10 things. I'm gonna say 2 things. Just because. Like, think I'm not gonna give you all of that, because one of these things you're gonna flip around on me some kind of way. Especially if you really like speaking your piece, how you feel.
And
like on this channel, we don't care about that. But out here in this world,
yeah, in the world, yeah. Like just like on some
man.
Art of War, 48 Powers,
You got
48
to
Lost
watch 'em,
Power
bro.
type shit. It's like it's really not too beneficial to let people know your stances about shit in life, whether it be big shit or small shit. Like I said, that shit is just tucked away. And if it need to be used against you or whatever, it will be. It almost never really helps you. Like, this is different because we just, sharing knowledge and opinions with the people. But out in the regular life, especially in the working world and stuff, you want to move different. You want to be as mysterious as possible.
Keep your poker face, bro. Yeah, niggas don't know how you feel. Yeah,
but yeah, so we'll see how DaBaby plays out as far as him inadvertently maybe canceling himself. I think he'll be good in the long term. But to switch it up, speaking of canceling, a lot of these rappers are not doing what DaBaby did. DaBaby really didn't try to do that. A lot of these rappers are moving so sloppy that it's almost like they just kind of cancel themselves. Like so the NBA YoungBoy, his bond was denied recently because he's in the feds. He's been fighting to try to get a bond to fight the case, while he could be out to fight the case, but he got denied. And the reason why, which I'm sure was more reason, but the reason that was reported why is that they showed the pictures of him with weapons. That's what they do. They take pictures and videos of weapons. You're a street rapper, but that was part of the reason why his bond got denied. And this basically goes back to, rappers having to move smarter and things like that. And then his rival, Fredo Bang, they both from Baton Rouge. He got locked up with a dude named Lit Yoshi, who's a rapper too. He's not too big, but that dude was wanted for 11 attempted murders. Mm-hmm. And I just seen videos where they basically just saying all this shit, talking about what they did in lives or through the music. But as a hip hop fan, it's still like mind blowing. Even though I know people are young and dumb, I was young and dumb, so I get that. But after so many examples, it's still mind blowing to see how these rappers move so recklessly.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to do it, people would rather you not actually be doing gangster shit. Just rap about it. But if you go do it, people not dumb.
Yeah.
Why would you be smart about it?
Yeah.
Why would you be on pictures with guns, bro? You a fucking celebrity. Mm-hmm. You can't have a gun.
Yeah. Like you said, I get it, bro. Like, the game is different now. The game has changed from, from being like he said, we used to sell y'all the fiends now. Y'all everything's reversed. The world is reversed. Like, shit, we used to look at one way. Now it's like you can't look at it that way. It's not that way no more. We just come from a certain era. We cut from a different cloth. The kids and the way they moving right now, we didn't have all this social media, bro. Like, I was born, I was a child of the 90s, bro. Yeah, I was a child of the 90s. Let's just put it that way. We moved in silence, bro. Like, everything that we was doing, people wasn't gonna know about it, bro. Like,
And you
that's
know the
just the way
crazy
we
part
was
about
brought
it
up.
is because people say, well, if they had that technology back in our era, people would be doing it. And you know what? That's 100% right. It would be a lot of rappers that we probably would look at different because they would have been. But the thing is, they didn't have that technology.
Yeah.
So we only know what we know. So yeah, I'm aware that we move smarter, but these people also have more tools, more rope to hang themselves. And we would have been victim to it in our era as well. But we can't talk about what wasn't there. You know what I mean?
It's like they say, stupid is as stupid does. A lot of shit I see, and then the consequences of it. It's like, bro, we all seen that happening before it happened, bro. Like, we watching it in real time, bro. You showing us everything you got going on, bro. You talking about
if I can figure it out, just looking at YouTube. Come on now, you know the feds on this shit.
It's real, bro, and it's just a recklessness. They looking for that. Like, it's almost like they signing people based on. It's always been about street cred, but it's like, nigga, how many bodies you got?
Yes,
that's.
Now I think before it used to be like as far as hip hop, somebody had to vouch for you. You didn't have to be the killer. You didn't have to be the kingpin. But if you talk about stuff like Young Jeezy, talk about selling all this dope, keep BMF vouch for him like, oh yeah, this Young Jeezy was really out there. Was he Big Meech? No. Was he out there killing people? I don't think he got no bodies or nothing. But he wasn't fake. He really came from that life, and he allowed to tell his story and speak through people, situations he's seen that's accepted. And that's cool. That's all you needed. Like Jay-Z. You know, he really fucking sold drugs and shit. That's what he talked about. He wasn't a fucking kingpin. He wasn't. But now, like you said, it's almost like that's not good enough. You can't be the nigga from the hood that's like, oh yeah, he cool, bro. He ain't no punk. You have to be the nigga that was like, no, that was catching the bodies. We want the King Wise. We don't want the nigga that the Chief Keef.
Yeah.
Who from the hood. And like, he was in all kind of hot shit. Yeah, he probably bust his gun or something, but he don't have 10 fucking bodies. But he just give you that vibe. Like when you listen to him rap, you feel like you in Chicago. Like that's why we fuck with him. And we know he not fake, he authentic because he really from the projects and shit. But that's not good enough now. Now we need the King Vine, the nigga who got
the shooter
5 bodies and shit like that. Like we want to hear that from the person. It's almost like if Hollywood said, man, we can't hire Bruce Willis and shit no more. Like, nigga, you ain't got no bodies, bro. But people don't want to see that, bro. We got to go hire the nigga off the block that's really killing people. He's going to get the acting job.
The real assassin.
Real assassin. We had to, like, if niggas from your hood ain't really saying that, like, yeah, you got some bodies under your belt, you can't be in our action movies. Like, that's kind of what's going on in hip hop.
The line got blurred. That's what it is, man. And it's just too much access, bro. It's like, and it's the fact that, you know, whatever they make cool, that's what we do. And see, that's like the chicken and the egg conversation. Like, we doing a lot of this shit, but with the way that it's being promoted, the way that they making it look in these videos, it's making people, like I saw a video today, it was this cat. He was in California and he was wearing a blood flag. And dude said, what set you claim? He said, I'm blood. He's like, what's your name? Big Blood. My name Big Blood. Well, they broke him down, bro. In the end, he said, what's your real? Dude was shook, bro. He's like, oh, I'm from New Jersey. Then he started like rapping a rap. He started rapping a song, bro. You can get yourself killed doing that shit in the wrong hood, bro. Like, it's not cool. It ain't funny, bro. Like, you don't realize it's violation, bro. It's like real rules to these games, bro. Like,
facts.
But because they see these rappers doing it, they feel like they gotta act like that. Nigga, don't be acting like that if that ain't what you about, bro. Like,
that's not cool. And like, I never had a problem with the gangster aspect of rap. You know what I mean? I listened to gangster rap my whole life, but I just wish it was more balanced with it, but more people saying like, look, I'm doing this shit, but this shit is not cool. Kind of like on some Scarface shit, like
or some Jay-Z shit. Yeah,
you're getting your gangster fix by listening to me, but you not encouraged to do none of the shit I'm doing. Like I'm telling you, like, nigga, I'm a fuck up. I sell drugs for my fucking life. Like, yeah, I'm making money, but like the type of risk I'm taking, the shit I'm involved in, like, you don't want to do this shit.
Yeah.
I'm in too deep, so I'm gonna goddamn tell you about my life and talk shit, but don't say it in a way where like, oh, I'm so cool, nigga, I'm better than you, because like that's how you encourage the fucking youth or whatever to like everybody want to be a blood, everybody. That is not like, because any real gangster will let's go tell you like, do not take this fucking path. Like they would go discourage you from taking that path, because like if you're really into that shit, it's death and jail and paranoia and shit.
And see,
like,
they glorifying it. Like even the Lil Nas X video, I heard somebody say, it ain't the video per se, it's the principle behind it. You glorifying being in fucking jail as a black. Y'all niggas in there twerking and doing dumb shit,
like,
bro. Like
that's OD, man.
Nigga, what? Like that ain't what jail like, bro. Like why are you doing that? So like, it's not the fact that he doing the gay shit, because I didn't watch the video. I won't watch the video. I just seen a screenshot of the video. I'm like, bro, that's too extreme for me already. But that's not what most people had a problem with, especially black people. The thing we have a problem with is it's black people in jail and they innocent and they been locked up just because they was walking in the wrong place at the wrong time and they got locked up. You got people in jail right now that's in jail for life. Shit, it's not a game, bro.
Yeah,
it's just like glorifying the game culture. They make it look a certain way. Like
you're exploiting the culture and the stereotype.
You're exploiting the culture, bro.
And that's the thing, bro. Like, bro, if I was fucking gay, bro, I would not support that what Lil Nas X doing, because if I was gay, I would feel like it would like be some like you blacking somebody who shucking and jiving like a coon, like you exploiting all the gay stereotypes and
satire.
Shit. Yeah, it's like satire. So it's like, bro, if I was a real gay person that's not trying to do nothing, I would be kind of offended. Like, bro, that's not how you going. That's like it's like if it was a black person and they get on TV and they act like a caricature of a black person. Black people go be offended. Like, bro, that's not how we move, bro. Don't try to do that. And you black, bro. So we really doubly offended,
bro. Like you said, it's like. Hey, like you just, it's all, and I think that's what rap is. Like even with Cardi B, like I saw a video of Cardi B and she said, because she's different than the act she puts on is different than what she is. Her daughter was in, or her kid was in the room, and she's like, "Oh, you can't listen to my music. You can't listen to. I don't want you listening to that." It's like you being the extreme caricature of what a black woman is, bro. Like all black women ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like all this WAP shit, and it's almost like you ODing. That's what a lot of rap is becoming. It's like almost a satire of what we are. Nigga, every black person ain't a fucking gay. And I know it's just music, but there ain't no balance. So it's like when people from other demographics see it, that's like if I don't listen to country music, but I know every white person ain't a cowboy. I know that because it's so many different types of country singers, bro. Like they're not all the same. But with rap, it's becoming one. You either gotta be extreme thotty, you gotta be extreme thought, you gotta be the biggest gangster, or we got this new element coming in. You gotta be extreme homosexual. It's like you got 3 categories, bro. And it's like, where's the balance in it? And like you say, it ain't all rap, but that's all we see in the mainstream. You turn on MTV, it ain't nothing else. The balance is
because like, if you started the game of basketball, you started that shit in your community, you and your people, bro, you started that shit. But somehow over the years, the ownership, now basketball is a whole league and shit. We got all these teams and shit. Everybody watch it and shit is popular as hell. But over the years, the people who started it, they didn't become the owners of it and the gatekeepers of the culture as far as like, like distributing basketball, signing the contracts, deciding like who to push, what players to push forward to like to be the face of the league. Like now all the players who play basketball are still from the community of the people who started. But even though people started the game of basketball, they just players and stuff. They really don't have no say because it's people from other communities who kind of run it. They the coaches, they the league owners, they the team owners. So it's like yeah, it's still basketball and stuff, and the players had their say, but the game of basketball kind of was taken from them as far as the ownership. Now, instead of being the leaders and creators, they're just participants. Ownership has transferred. You know what I mean? So, right. so that's the issue. So like that's why it's less balanced, because we have people like Jay-Z, Diddy, and stuff, but on a few of those people, we like the people like the Lucian Granges and all the top who own these labels and shit like that. Those people, we don't have no people up there like that. And if we did,
then the gatekeepers, bro.
Yeah, right. Like, and if we did, it would be more balanced. I'd say it still probably would be some bullshit. It would be more balanced because they have, because they come from the community, so they have a motivation to care about how the message is being spread out, any long-term effects, having some balance. Now, when it's somebody who's not necessarily from the community, they may not hate you or nothing like that, but they really don't care. Like that's not near and dear to their heart. It's not in their heart at all. It's a business to them. It only so, but when it's us, it's a business, and it's like we have to balance business with integrity and making sure the culture is right because it's us.
And it's like we were saying about Conway earlier on the other episode, bro. Like they weed you out real early in the game, bro. Like, what are you willing to do? Like, you either willing to do certain things or you're not. I think we kind of saw that with Tierra Marie and Rihanna back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rihanna, of course, Tierra Marie got pregnant. Jay-Z told her not to do that, and she did it anyway. So she already went against code. But Rihanna, she's just willing to do whatever, bro. Like she willing. I think Rihanna, she knew she had the talent. She needed that push, and she was willing to do certain things that maybe other artists weren't willing to do. And Rihanna's
I don't know either one because I don't follow too much. But Tierra Marie, everything I've seen for her, she just seemed like a fuck up.
Well, I know now she does, but you know what? She was the queen of the rock when it first started.
That's what I'm saying. Like I could see how they signed her with high expectations, and I could see her fucking it up because everything I've seen for her after that seemed like she fucking up.
But so what I'm saying is it's about first of all, it's your business sense, but then it's about what are you willing to do? You're right. She got bad business sense. We see that with a lot of artists. We see that with a lot of players in the league. You know, it's people that's like, they just can't get right. They can't follow code. But in the music industry, Jay-Z, I'm not saying that he's that type of gatekeeper, but if you did have a gatekeeper that said, for the good of your business, I'm gonna need you to do this. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and put this on. I'm gonna need you to rap like this. I'm gonna need you to say these things. Bro, I don't want to do that. Well, automatically, I got 10 other people that's gonna do that. They ready right now. I mean, they're not even gonna argue about it.
And it's a balance with that because that's the job of label or whoever, the A&R or the executive producer or somebody may be trying to mold you. It's fair for you to be like, hey man, I want you to make a song about the ladies or whatever. Or you know, man, shit. Goddamn, everybody doing this, you need to, but it's a balance with it. Like it's about being true to your own artistry. So if I rap or whatever, I'm a hustling type rap. I rap about getting money or whatever. And like the label comes to me like, man, you need to link with Lil Baby or some not even Lil Baby, just some random ass fucking Bruno Mars or some shit. Like, man, I know it ain't your lane or whatever, but it'll be a good combo or whatever. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But when they come to you like, I want you to wear this dress, or we got this video treatment, and it's, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a certain balance with it because, you know, once you sign somebody, you are trying to, it's your, you've invested money in them.
Yeah.
So you want some type of direction toward it. But
I'll be honest with you. I think in the game today, like back in the day, it was about making hit songs. You just gotta make hit songs, be consistent with the hits. Now, what they're saying is, well, what are you doing to get the people's attention? What are you doing? Like, you can have songs that are really good that should be hits, but what else are you doing? Like, are you on IG? What you doing on IG? Like, they ain't looking at you, bro. Like,
it's the 360 deal era, so you gotta think before the 360 deals, it's strictly music and stuff. So, like you said, it's hit records. That's how the record label's winning and the artists winning. But now with the 360 deal being a standard deal, the record label eat off you 360. So the music is not as important. It's just the music is just another piece of the it's just another tool in the tool belt as far as an investment, because we look at everybody like artists. Because we in the rap. But from a label standpoint, it's just like an investment tool. Like, because with the 360 deal, it's not just about rap. We can try to get them on Love and Hip Hop. If we get them in type of deal, like we get show money. Yeah, so like you said, that's when the artist when the label looking at you or whatever, they definitely going to your IG and seeing how much followers you got, how much engagement, because the music could be shit. But if you rap or whatever, and without a label, you got a lot of followers and a lot of engagement, they're going to sign you.
And so you're right about that. And here's the other thing about it. We know that the hit songs that are hit songs ain't the best songs. It's the song they push the most. So to even get them to put that kind of money behind you for the push, you got to already be doing like with Cardi B, for instance. Before she even got signed, she had 100 and what was it? 100 something. Like her followers was crazy, bro. I mean, in the millions, bro, like crazy. Right. Yeah, Cardi can rap. She can flow her ass off. I ain't even gonna lie. She can compete with, as far as just flow alone, like she know how to ride the fucking beat, like real. But the reason why it's a hit is because she willing to do certain, like it's easy push.
I think with Cardi B, it's something as simple as like this study groups and all of this shit. So like corporations, which that's all labels are, the big corporations, they use strategy and try to use as much data as they can before they make decisions, especially in this day and age. Ain't nobody getting signed these day and age without some numbers, somebody looking at some data or some shit. So Cardi B, I feel like she was on Love and Hip Hop. Like she already had a lot of followers. You already knew her demographic. You already knew, you could look at her Instagram and tell. So like, they didn't have to, the type of person she was, she an ex-stripper. So she already kind of had a built-in fan base. That shit was damn near like a layup. Now, did they give her direction? I'm sure, because that's what labels do. Like when they invest money, they're going to give you direction. But she run around here making songs. She making like strip thought songs. She's the fucking thought. You know what I mean? That's just like, nigga, that's easy. That's like signing a nigga who fucking cut trees down to be a lumberjack. Like he's not going outside. It's in his comfort zone. So while they gave her direction, ghostwriters and all this shit, it was the perfect candidate to do that. Like,
so that goes back to the original question. Why, like why are people out here doing this shit on Instagram? Why are they doing that? Because that's what the last person did to get signed. They did that and it worked. It's to the point where, like I said, it's a chicken and the egg type of conversation, because we see what works. It's actually smart business to front these days, like to act like some shit. You got girls that ain't thoughts that are throwing some whatever and act like a thought, because that's what Cardi B did and it worked. Like you say, you got cats that ain't like that. They see NBA YoungBoy, he did it organically, but they gonna do that shit just to get some clout.
Like Young Thug is not gay.
Exactly. Like
I don't care what nobody.
They gonna act that way,
but he clearly act like a fucking gay troll. Like you said, he doing that specifically because that's the era we in.
See, and the thing is, if you really got the talent, then you got to get noticed. Just having talent alone ain't enough. It ain't like that when we was coming up. You get in a couple showcases, some A&R see you get to the right person, get it. That don't work no more. It gotta be something. Yeah, you can rap real good. Yeah. But what else? Like, damn, nigga, like, I want a rap contract. Yeah. I
gotta do more than rap.
Bro, and like we said, the way it worked is subliminal suggestions. And it start real small. I look at what's the guy's name? What's that cat's name? I forget his name. But it start real small. Like just put one pink braid in your hair.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, like, first of all, people gonna be like, nah, I don't want to do that. Bro, I promise you, this gonna get some attention. Just put one in your hair. All right,
I don't even think go like that, because I think everybody done probably been in a situation in life where somebody done asked them a question or tried them a certain way, and you could tell by the way they react, you could tell that they could tell by the way you reacted, they just stop right there.
Yeah.
Like I can't think of a specific example, but I've been in a situation like that
I'm
where
sure
motherfucking said something to me, and I'd have been like, nigga, what? And they been like, oh, okay, yeah. But you know,
I wish I could think of one right now.
Yeah, I wish I could think of one.
I know we all done been there.
But like you said, no situation, they don't try to convince you they already know because they did this shit enough. They just go on to the next one. Like you said, a motherfucker may be like, oh yeah, that's a cool idea. Or they may be like, I don't know. Like they say, okay, I could convince him. Or I could try to.
Yeah,
but the motherfucker that react like on some nigga, what?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I was
that's how it goes. It's when you don't know you fucked up. Like when you have that reaction, nigga, what? Oh, my bad. It's all good. But that my bad, all good. Me, like, you done fucked up, bro.
Right, that shit.
You know you fucked up now.
Him
but they not gonna tell you.
The
they
Grammy
like, no, it's all good, bro. But they really
would have got a Grammy next year.
Bro, Rolling Stone cover, you not getting that shit. Like you just told me no. But it's a small, it's like
A$AP Rocky, bro. That's a perfect example. Like this dude, he's not big like Lil Baby, but this dude is pretty much, he got a nice little niche. He popular as fuck, bro. Like he relevant as hell. You just don't see him with the gangster rap crowd and shit like that. But every time I see a picture of this nigga, like he in his fucking underwear or some weird ass fucking high fashion shit.
Right.
I know he really into that shit because him and A$AP Mob always been into that fashion shit. But I'm really like that. And I think this is why this dude relevant in all these little circles and shit. Cause he cool in all the right circles. But he always got some questionable, ambiguous ass shit on. But like that's an example of like one of them dudes where I feel like they know they can make those suggestions around him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then over that in turn, it benefits you in certain ways. Like this dude, like I said, you might not hear shit on the radio, but trust me, that dude is relevant as hell. Because all these festivals going on this year, like he headlined like 3 festivals this summer.
Yeah.
You know the names be at the top, that nigga at the top and shit. I'm like
you say, I don't think he say no to nothing. Whatever suggested. He's like, all right, I'm with it.
I just seen it with the long nails and shit like
that.
Lil Yachty is another one. Like he got his own fingernail brand. So like, okay, I get it, bro. Like you a rapper. You got a brand, you can sell shit. You know it's gonna be some controversy around it, but you don't care. That's what's gonna help. I get that if you got that line of thinking. But for me as a man from my era or whatever, nigga, I'm not having no fingernail brand because I'm not painting my nail. I don't give a fuck if it's a tiger on that bitch. I'm not putting no paint on my nail. So like, but people who with that fingernail brand line or with that idea or the manager, they know, oh yeah, I can approach Lil Yachty about this idea. If I approach Pooh Shiesty, he might fucking, him and Big 30 might shoot me. But I can go to Lil Yachty. Like,
bro, we at a point in society where you can't call out questionable shit. Cause nothing's questionable anymore. Everything is like, nigga, a person you come out with devil horns on their head, and you can't say, bro, that look a little like, well, that's nothing, bro. You can't say nothing about it. It's just hip hop. It's just entertainment, bro. That shit's questionable. Like, why is he doing it? Lil Nas did this shit with like, what the? I can't even ask the question no more. Like, why are you doing that? It look like this. It look like that.
Lil Nas
X is hip hop. It's just entertainment.
Walking, human, what's that? When you just a caricature, like he just a fucking stereotype. He's a walking human stereotype.
Yeah, he's like a human troll.
All the fucking like a troll in human flesh. Like at this point, I think
do anything for a reaction.
And for real, at this point, I think people should stop getting mad at Lil Nas X, only because he really ain't worth to get mad at. Because like, yeah, he got influence, he influenced the kids, but like the skill level, it's real low level trolling. You doing all the basic shit, like okay, demonic horns, okay, that's the Illuminati type shit. The kissing the man, like it's such. I would respect it if it was more subtle or more. Bro. Come on, man.
Let me tell you, he's the perfect artist. Matter of fact, I don't hate on Lil Nas because I see what he's doing. I see his angle. It's good business.
Yeah, I'm not mad at him.
Let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you, he's the perfect artist for this generation. He is the perfect artist because first of all, he's willing to do anything for a reaction. First off, he don't care what people think about him. Second of all, I mean, he just like, he'll do any, so I don't know if it's suggestion or his ideas, but he willing to do whatever the fuck, you know, and it's like, you look at Instagram and that's what they doing too.
Well, I think that it's just
It's whatever to get a reaction, not even likes,
ideal,
dislikes, they don't care.
You see one thing with the first controversy, you see how much attention it gets, and then you say, shit, if this shit got this much reaction, I think I found something here. I'm gonna ratchet it up. So he might not have had an intention in the beginning to be this super big gay troll. He might have just been like some nigga that would troll a little bit. But once that shit happened the first time and he seen all the reaction controversy he get, he was like, aha, Eureka, this my thing.
I'm gonna tell you something else too. His music ain't that good, bro. Like, I'm gonna be straight out honest about this, bro. I don't know what his lane is. If it's pop music, he's not hip hop at all. But let me tell you, bro, with like, I forget the one video where he was twerking on the devil. I don't remember shit about that song, except for the fact he was twerking on the devil. Now this song, I ain't even heard this song. But I bet that the reaction to the video outweighs the actual music. Oh, yeah. It's like, it's not even about the music for him. He's something else. The thing is, he done opened the door for more artists to be that, where are you even his first song, bro, the beat was catchy. It caught on because they played that shit so fucking much, bro. Like, that's why it caught on. It's not that that song was good. Matter of fact, the first time I heard that song, I said, now the song was catchy.
No, that song blew up. That song blew up organically. I got to give him that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say the song wasn't catchy.
But I remember they had to put the YouTube version on the radio because it blew up so quick and so fast that the radio stations ain't have a copy. So like, I respect it for it blowing up organic.
No, I'm not saying that.
But like, to your point, like, that song was all right. It was catchy, but forgettable.
You know, and I'll say this too. The honest truth about, and I don't even know how he got on Lil Nas. He need to have his own fucking episode, bro. Talk about
Lil Nas X reality.
Real, he got his own episode, man. But I'm just gonna say this about him. The way he actually blew up was he did a country song and he's black. So he already broke the matrix right there in itself. He's a young black kid that did a country. Billboard didn't even want to put him on the Billboard charts because he went #1 in the country music section because he's a black kid. He been doing this for a while now. You know, he been doing this breaking the matrix.
But see, he didn't plan it with Old Town Road because that's just how it turned out. I mean, it was like a hip hop country song hybrid. But the controversy that came with that, I'm pretty sure he didn't plan that. But after it happened, now looking back at his career, his short career, his career just been full of controversy from the beginning. Like, starting with his first song, it was big controversy. Basically, like, white people was hating on him because they didn't want to fucking him and have a #1 hit on the country. It was a big controversy, and that helped him. So then the next releases with the gay stuff. So it's like, I don't think he tried to with the first song, but his whole career is built off controversy.
You know, now that we're talking about this, Lil Nas X, his whole strategy reminds me of Kanye West. It does. It's very similar. Kanye not gay. At least I don't know of it. But I mean, his ability to get reaction is similar to Kanye West to me, bro. Like, and he willing to go further than Kanye West. Honestly, it's like Kanye West was the godfather of this trolling shit. This guy right here, he on a whole nother level with this shit.
With Kanye, it's you rise a lot of similarities as far as like how many people just go be part of the reaction.
He don't care what you think type shit, and he'll do anything to get a reaction.
Cause Kanye plays come from a it's hard to articulate it. Like, either you get frustrated with him, because you be like, oh, he like a mad genius. Like, I see the genius, but you be all over the place. Like, I'm not mad, but then you got people who just get worked up and just hate him for the shit he say. Then you got people who just fanatics and just love Kanye. It's a mix of them, but everybody gonna be looking with Lil Nas X. I think it's more of a people looking like, man, what the fuck is going on? Like,
it's a different.
It's more rhyme or reason to Kanye type shit.
You know, I think, and I think we're gonna do a whole video comparing Kanye West and his brand of marketing with Lil Nas X. You know, I would love to do that because I see a lot of similarities in it. It's different, but the lengths they'll go to get, regardless if people like it or not, like as far as if they agree or like, it's so polarizing. And we hadn't seen artists that go that far with it in the past. And I also think both of these guys are very intelligent to the point where they know what they do. They know full well what they're doing before they do it. They know what
they're aware.
Like, I don't think DaBaby was aware when he said what he said that was going to happen. But I think these two guys, they do things knowing that people are not going to like it.
One interesting thing with Kanye and Lil Nas X, I think one difference is with Lil Nas X, you got his inner circle supporting everything he's doing and encouraging him to do that shit.
Yeah.
With Kanye West, I won't say everybody is like the opposite because I can imagine Kanye got a lot of yes men around him. But it's more people neutral, like, if you go do what you do, but I'm not encouraging none of this crazy ass shit you're doing. So that's a little bit different between them. I feel like Lil Nas X, his team, it's like, yeah, nigga, this video gonna be crazy. When Kanye West is telling his ideas, his team, niggas is sitting back like, oh shit.
And like, you're right. I think with Kanye, it looks more organic when he does it.
Like he seemed like he
with
just really a crazy ass dude.
It looks more strategized. Like we're gonna do this now because we're gonna do it like this, and then the people go, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
But he already knew. But with Kanye, it's like Kanye do the same thing, but it looks more natural because he already created this image of being bipolar.
No, and it is more natural because he really is bipolar. And look, and he is bipolar. He definitely play up to when because he just so happened to have these bipolar episodes every time a fucking album, like the last few albums. But anyway, part of the reason why Kanye West shit is more genuine is because it really is because Kanye is a fucking narcissist. So that shit be real when he be coming up with shit like he really be thinking this shit. It don't be a troll all the time. Like that nigga's fucking crazy. Like he might be going through an episode because he manic. So you either get super depressed or you get manic where it's like fucking super happy or it's like a crazy man though. But Lil Nas X, I don't think he got none of that shit going on. Like you said, it's this team like, man, we gotta get people riled up. Like this to keep us in the news. Kanye, like I really think that he was like, look, y'all, slavery was a choice.
Yeah.
In his head, he really making a whole lot of sense. And he's trying to explain to the people, like Lil Nas X did that, said some shit like that. It was specifically for the reaction. He would know that I'm just saying some bullshit. But Kanye West is like, no, let me explain. Like, I'm so frustrated. I don't understand why y'all attacking me. Like,
right.
Lil Nas X, he knows.
But I guess to loop this whole conversation around, it's like the things that we see, and I can't even say Lil Nas X is hip hop. I can't. But what we see the hip hop kids doing, as far as like incriminating themselves and just doing dumb shit to get, I think they doing the same thing actually. It's to get a reaction in a lot of senses, bro. Like they want to play this image so hard. Like Pooh Shiesty shooting in the club, bro. Like it's like he got a lot of publicity for that shit, regardless of how dumb that shit was.
Oh yeah, career-wise,
everybody talked about it. Everybody's like,
career-wise, for his demographic and his fans and what he do, that's great for his career.
Right
now, freedom-wise and goddamn your life, but
in a turtle suit now.
Anything you do, it come a point where like you content in your skill set, your experience, and all of that shit. So you don't care if people, you don't need to be validated. So a lot of these young dudes, they're young gangster rappers. They done did some gangster shit. You might have caught somebody, you might have did this, whatever. But you not content. You haven't reached the point of your gangster career where you content enough to where you could shoot 3 niggas and you don't have to say nothing about it. Just the niggas you shot, maybe your homeboys, which because you gangster, nigga, you been doing shit like that. You not gonna take the risk to put it out. Like, and you see that with like some older gangster dudes, like somebody like Big U. Mm-hmm. Everybody know this dude reputation and shit. When you see him talking shit, he's not talking no tough. It's the opposite. He playing a little soft role, like I'm a community organizer, because that's what real gangsters do, because anybody who in the streets who know what the fuck going on and been around, they know Big U, what the fuck Big U got going on. They not gonna try that nigga. But when these younger dudes, NBA young boy, Lil Durk, or the Chicago dudes, like I said, not to say they're not doing shit. You really out there shooting people. You really out there sliding on ops, but you still insecure.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go on Instagram and make smart dumb nigga posts where you be like, where you shot a nigga 3 hours ago, then you go get on Twitter or IG, be like, yeah, last nigga to try me, Block got shut up. You think you being smart, and it's like, bro, you being dumb because you need that attention, because you know the people involved in the streets or in your neighborhood, or people find, they go, oh, okay,
bro,
and
that's the other thing. Like, I just saw a story. It's something about this, the whole disrespecting the dead thing. This cat did a song, bro. He released a song and like start name dropping niggas, bro. Like, I think he said something about King Von or something. He talked about Dirt Brother and all these, and like an hour later, this nigga was dead. It's like, bro, and the thing was, I said, your song, you ain't even had a chance to hit radio yet, bro. Like, you was clout chasing so hard with this name dropping shit, bro, that you ain't even blew up. Like, you trying to get seen by doing this, but it's actually backwards, because you just got murdered before you could. You trying to be a rapper, bro.
And I forgot dude's name because he was from Chicago. Because he was a rapper and some other crew that's a little bit known, but he wasn't too popular yet. But that's how it is in Chicago and the rap. Like, especially in Chicago, let me just diss the other side.
See, but that's how
everybody caught up.
Right.
But to in that particular situation in particular, like, his squad rivals with their squad for a minute. You know what I mean? So the odds are, if they would have seen that nigga without the song, they would have shot his ass. But it's the thing. The public don't even know all that shit. The public see you release that song and you got shot an hour later, because even though it didn't have to, they would have killed him without the song. Yeah, that song might have sped up his demise. Right. You know what I mean? It don't mean that they didn't have nothing to play a party. They might have been on some, man, we see any of the niggas from that side. It's on site. But then you put out the song and it may turn in from, we see him, it's on site, to let's go look for this nigga. Right. You know what I mean? Because now you goddamn putting out the fucking songs and shit. But he said you dead. And what's crazy is the most attention he getting from his rap career is right now, after he got killed for the song, he not here to see it. Mm-hmm. Right. That's the irony about it. He got the attention he wanted. Yeah. But he not here to see it.
But you know, it really is, it's a crazy phenomenon what people are willing to do. Like the Migos, I don't like all their music, but do anything for clout. That's what you're seeing with the game right now. It's like anything for clout. Like, a lot of times I don't even think it's the labels suggesting it. They trying to push the boundary themselves. So like you say, you'll see random dudes with nail polish on just because they know somebody gonna be like, why you got nail polish on?
But
like,
think about this, bro. So say you in high school, you see everybody got on blue shorts on. Like, well, not everybody, but you notice the dudes that get the girls, a lot of them got on blue shorts. Mm-hmm. Just whatever the short they got, this blue colored shorts. You notice that over time. So guess what? When you go to the mall, you probably gonna get you a pair of blue shorts, because you noticing. You're gonna do like you said. Like you said, nobody necessarily had to go tell them, bro, you got to wear blue shorts. But you, like you said, they peep game, and it's almost like the labels don't even got to make them do it no more. They start acting like how you think they want you to act. Yeah. And then you get rewarded. You know what I mean?
On that note, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot going on in the game, bro. I do see what you talk about with cats just doing whatever to get some attention. It's getting cats locked up. I think you said it best when you said they just not thinking about the consequences of what they doing, bro. They don't have no foresight. You know what I'm saying? They don't have quite the foresight to understand that, bro, it's entertainment, but this shit gonna get you locked up or killed. That's what it is. Yeah.
That's a fact. So, as hip hop fans, you want to see people, move smarter, move better. A little bit. It's always gonna be, gangster stuff out there, but a little bit more balanced as far as the music, because it has a big influence on the culture, the world, and the youth.
That's what's up.
Thanks for tuning in, checking out the Ultimate Reality. Come kick it with us next time.
Chill.
what you call the ultimate reality.